He said, well, you're overweight. And then they immediately started, they shifted from arguing about what the price of the t-shirt was, which was what they were trying to figure out, to calling each other names and arguing about how much the other person weighed. And all of a sudden, we have a problem that we never needed to have, just because they started aggressively communicating. And obviously, if you're a person that's going to be bullying and be loud, you're going to be feared by others. I think that many of us probably have seen this before. If you've ever, the best example is a bully. If you've ever seen a bully, they are picture perfect aggressive communicator. They're in your face. They do what they want. So that's kind of our big example there. But I want to show you a video. So go ahead and click the next, click escape. I'm going to pull up that YouTube clip. Okay, so before I play it, you're going to see two people in here. You're going to see our first gentleman is going to be a passive communicator. All right, and he's going to be a little bit more low-key. And you're going to see another gentleman in there in a second, and he's going to be a little bit more in your face. So as we watch the video, be kind of looking to see those cues, those things that tell us what they're doing and what kind of communication style they're using, and we'll talk about it at the end. Yeah, Luz?
That's Back to the Future.
You're right, it is. This is Marty McFly. This is from Back to the Future. I want to say it's the third one. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, we're going to watch this clip from Back to the Future.
Now, I never noticed that the car had any blind spot before when I would drive it. Hi, son. Oh, what are you, blind, McFly? It's there. How else do you explain that breakup thing? Oh, Biff, can I assume that your insurance is going to pay for the damage? Oh, my insurance? It's your car. Your insurance should pay for it. I want to know who's going to pay for this. I spilled beer all over when that car smashed into me. Who's going to pay my cleaning bill? And where's my reports? Well, I haven't finished those up yet, but you know what? Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Think. I gotta have time to retype. Do you realize what would happen if I handed my reports in your handwriting? I'll get fired. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you? Of course not, Biff. No, I wouldn't want that to happen. I'll finish those reports done up tonight, and we'll run them on over first thing tomorrow. And sleep in set. McFly, your shoes are tight. Go, McFly. Got the place fixed up nice, so McFly. I have your car all the way to your house. You got for me is white beer. What are you looking at, butthead? Say hi to your mom for me. I know what you're going to say, son. And you're right. You're right. But, it just happens to be my supervisor, and I'm afraid I'm just not very good at confrontations. Get the car, Dad.
All right. So, who in the video would be our passive communicator?
Mr. McFly.
Mr. McFly. So the gentleman in the white shirt with the black tie. And the other gentleman in there, Biff. What kind of communication style is he using?
Aggressive.
Aggressive. Good. So what tells us that Mr. McFly is being a passive communicator?
He doesn't talk.
He's talking soft, very calm.
Yeah, he's talking really soft. He's not raising his voice
He's
at
not
all.
making that much eye contact.
Yeah, he's always looking down, looking away. What else? Any other things we saw?
Seems very nervous and scared.
Very nervous, kind of fidgety. What was he doing the whole time Biff was talking? Did anybody see what he was doing with his head?
Putting it down.
He was nodding.
Yeah, he was nodding. And he didn't nod once or twice, did he?
No, he kept.
He was just sitting there. You'd think he's at a rock concert headbanging like that. And he just kept nodding the whole time. And that's another sign of a passive communicator, just always agreeing, not sticking up for what he believes in. Any other things we saw there, Mr. McFly?
He just kept agreeing and saying.
Yeah, it's agreeable. He never stood up for what he believed in. So he just let that other guy walk all over him. And then with Biff, all right, he was an aggressive communicator, right? Bree, what's something you saw from Biff?
He was like really loud and.
Yeah, he was really loud, super loud. Rosie, what else did you see?
He was very touchy. Kept putting his hand on him.
Yeah, he kept putting his hands on him, knocking on his head and grabbing him by the tie. Definitely true. Madison, what's something you saw? Something that he did to make himself an aggressive communicator. So we know that he raised his voice and he was putting his hands on him a lot. What else did you see? Nothing? Somebody want to help her out?
He was making lots of you statements.
Yeah, thank you. That was one of the ones I was looking for. A ton of you statements. Everything was the other guy's fault. You did this. You crashed my car. You didn't file the reports. Reed, you have something you want to add?
He was in his face.
Yeah, he was right up in his face. He was up in his grill. Pointing at him. Yeah, Faith?
He had no respect for the property.
Yeah, no respect. He's opening the refrigerator, doing his own thing, taking candy. Thank you. That was a good one we missed in the last class. He had no respect for the other guy's property. No respect for his space. What he wanted was what was important. That was it. Good. Thank you. We can go back. We're going to hit our third one here.
So the first one is passive, second aggressive, and the third one is...
Third one is going to be assertive. So, what do we know about a passive communicator? Let's review really quick. Give me 3 things about a passive communicator.
They're soft-spoken.
Soft-spoken. Give me one more.
Calm.
Calm. And
No eye contact.
no eye contact. An aggressive communicator is what? 3 things.
Disrespectful to others.
Disrespectful to others. Loud.
In everyone's face.
And in your face. Awesome. So now we're going to talk about an assertive communicator. And when we talk about an assertive communicator, I want to emphasize the fact that obviously none of us are going to be perfect at this all the time. We might get really frustrated in moments, and certain things we might just not care about. But as we interact with people, we want to work to be better communicators. And this last style here, assertive communication, is the one we want to work towards using. So let's talk about why. Ricardo, would you like to read that first sentence, please? Assertive.
Assertive communicator express through and feeling clearly and
Directly.
without hurting others.
Thank you. So they're going to express how they feel and what they think directly without hurting other people's feelings. They're going to defend their attitudes and beliefs respectfully. So unlike our passive communicator, they're going to stand up for what they believe in. They're not going to get pushed around. So if they really feel strongly about something, they're going to stand up for it. And this is the one I want to highlight here. It's underlined on your slide. They're going to attack the problem and not the person. Now, why is that important? That I would go after the problem but not the person?
But sometimes it's not the person's fault.
Yeah, it might not be the person's fault. And am I more likely to solve an issue if we talk about the problem or if I just tell the person how bad they're doing?
If you talk about the problem.
Talk about the problem. Am I going to fix anything by just attacking that person?
No.
No, we're never going to get anything done. So either they're going to just turn off and ignore me, or they're going to get in my face. We're not going to fix anything. So this would be considered the healthiest communication style. And once again, I totally get that this might not be the way we always act, but it should be the one we want to work towards. Just how we might sometimes eat really, really junky food, and we might eat healthy sometimes. We want to kind of find that middle ground. So I want you to think about it that same way too. We have passive on one end, aggressive on the other. We want to find that middle ground of being assertive. So their nonverbal communication. Madison, would you like to read that for us? Yeah, nonverbal communication, just those 2 points.
Direct
And Madison, why would it be important that I have direct eye contact or good eye contact?
So that looks like you're actually talking to the other person, you weren't nervous, or just by what you're saying.
Yeah. If I'm making eye contact with you and we're having a conversation, how does that make you feel?
Like you're actually paying attention.
Yeah, like I'm actually paying attention. Exactly. Because if I'm staring at other things, looking at my phone or whatever, it doesn't really show you that I'm interested in you or what we're talking about, right? So that's a big one. Eye contact is huge. When y'all go and start interviewing for jobs someday, that is a huge one. Mariela, did you have to do a job interview for Whataburger?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, there goes that example.
No.
Life is good.
I've interviewed before.
Okay. Well, so when someone else comes in and you're interviewing them, what do you look for?
I guess if they actually look like they're paying attention to me and not just like looking around, like sitting up and, their body language.
Yeah, body language is a big one. And then we got relaxed posture up here. So that doesn't look like hunched over, walking like this, the Eeyore approach. We don't need Eeyore. Got no time for that. But we don't need Tigger either. You don't need to be bouncing around and tense either. We want to find that middle ground. Winnie the Pooh is not quite there either. He's a little bit slow, but he's relaxed. So,
We need a piglet.
Piglet. I like that. We need a piglet. And then we have our verbal communication. So, an aggressive communicator, what statements do they make?
Aggressive?
Aggressive. You. So with assertive, we want to say I. We want to put that on us. Hey, I'm sorry. I have done this wrong. In my opinion, I think we should do this. And we can do this together. Now, all of a sudden, I'm taking the pressure and the blame off of that person, and I'm putting it on us together, and sometimes even just myself. So I can express how I feel and still let them feel comfortable to state what they think too. And then firm voice. So I'm not talking down here, but I'm not yelling as loud as I can either. I'm somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. A firm voice. Lets you know that I bet your parents all have it. If you've done something wrong, you're pushing your luck, all of a sudden you hear, Brady Gully! Firm voice just came out. You know it's real now. Mom's not messing around, right? That's that firm voice. Okay, go click the next one for me. So we have up here our implications to others. So once again, if I'm using we and I statements and I'm approaching that problem, not the person, it's going to tell people that we're both important and that we both matter and that I think we are equal. Because what's the big problem with an aggressive communicator? What does that show people? Yeah, you're belittling the other person. You make them feel inferior. And as we do this, and we are assertive, we're going to gain respect from others. We're going to have respect for others. So if I treat you well, and you're treating other people well, what are other people more likely to do to you?
Treat you the same.
Treat you the same, yeah. I'm going to do to others as I want to be treated. Good, thank you. I'm going to turn the lights on. Rainy day plus lights off does not make for easy.
It makes it gorgeous.
It's a good movie day. I don't know if it's a good stay awake day. Good, thank you. So you want to click the next slide? Alright, so I have an example up here, and we're going to do an activity in a second. We have just a few minutes left. So my example up here is that someone cuts in front of you in line. And I have 3 examples of what you might do. Celia, would you like to read the first one, our passive response?
Do not say or do anything.
Yeah, so if Reed just darted in front of me in line, maybe we're golden chick, Reed just jumps in front of me. Doesn't say a word, just jumps in front of me. The passive communicator would be like, alright, whatever. I'll get there sometime. Not worried about it. Our aggressive response.
Coach Pullum,
He's not here. This is Coach Rouse. What do you need?
I need Brady Gully to the office and some paperwork for Dad to sign.
All right, thank you. He's on the way.